now where?
I do like how at least in this game they put a fucking clock in it.
Warp enough for you? Right, because they're all obsessed with that kid that died because of, what's it called, negligence. I'm just kidding. It's not really. There's a book here. It's not negligence, but I mean, obviously, it's not Negligent's fault that some kid is. Anyway,
Kid
once
would
we're
have
done,
died regardless of his parents being addicted to a game.
I think the clocks that appeared in Warcraft and this, and even on Steam now, I think those are like anti-Darwin statements. Basically, just like Darwinian prevention or whatever. Or what is it called these days? Safety.
Yeah, you need to. They have safety built into games now.
You don't want to hurt yourself by having no fucking self-control, because definitely playing too much games is going to end up being your number one problem at that point. Yo, hey, go get outside the house there, brah. So ridiculous.
They don't have clocks installed in my heroin.
Right? I mean, the dragon don't need no fucking time to know what time it is.
Yeah.
Or, yeah, I don't know. It doesn't require some kind of circle and hands. I mean, they're not even hands, man. They're like arms and shit, right? Yeah, oh my God, Blizzard, connect to me, please, already. Look at this ping, 400.
Jesus.
I'm like what? I'm like 4 miles away from Blizzard right now. All right, not really, but it is on the same coast. There's not really a reason for this to be happening. Oh, dude, Spirit Walk breaks freeze. Good to know. I totally thought that there was like a police siren outside or something, but it was that skeleton pack. Oh no, it's the forest here. I turned off the music, which was weird. I mean, it took me a long time.
Yeah, the music is the.
But it's, I mean, it's, you know, it's good. Did a good job. Same thing as Diablo 2. See, I don't know if I have to aim the locust swarm. Not sure about. Oh.
Oh, here you go.
Disappointing here. What? All right. It's not time to eat yet, kitten. Run away. Okay. I got some skill I'm supposed to be maintaining. Roll the bones. Corpse spiders. Widowmakers. Whoa. Those spiders give me mana, which I still don't need. But is interesting. Why wouldn't I do 6 bounces with 15% penalty? I mean, why wouldn't you do 6 bounces with a 15% penalty compared to 2 bounces? It makes absolutely no sense mathematically. Do you know what I mean? Like, I could throw a firebomb. It'll bounce 6 times, okay? Every consecutive target is a 15% penalty, okay? Or
Yeah.
I can throw the same firebomb that bounces twice with no penalty. Why would I do that?
Yeah, you can just keep spamming.
They can also bounce back on each other, so why the fuck is there even the 2 option? And also, why the penalty? Fuck you. I'm so nerfed every other way, I can't ever have any direct damage. Like, everything is all this backloaded fucking dots and shit. Which, whatever, I'm fine. It's like the Necromancer. I'm totally fine with that. But I just, since I don't get to have any, like, choices, I don't get to pick any skills or talents, I at least want the little dumb skill runes, the one little upgrades we actually do get, to make sense. I don't think that's too much to ask.
Yeah, most of the time I use ones from previous levels instead of the most recently available one, which would make sense that it's supposed to be better, but no, it's
Right, I mean, there's no, I don't see any, like, killer skills for the Witch Hunter. I mean, I've got my sort of preferred, what feels like it's doing stuff setup, which
Yeah.
has to be elective, by the way. But the cookie cutter build is, like, chaotic as fuck. And what I can appreciate is I see the options here. I know that I can I can pretend like I'm super obsessed with playing just with frogs and wasps, whatever, right? Or locusts. But I want to just damage stuff, so those choices don't mean so much. Like there's frogs that you can throw jars of frogs, throw jars of spiders, throw locust swarm, throw fire bombs. Okay, if those are supposed to all be the main attack, why can't they all sort of do an average amount of damage that's kind of the same? That way I could just pick which one. I don't know. Is that the wrong angle? I don't know.
It makes sense.
I just
Class customization.
because I think I think it's a really sore overlooking of what makes these games what they are, to overlook the talent tree particularly, but even choosing what skills go up when you level. That is the most fundamental aspect of an RPG. And what did they do? They automated it. It's meaningless. Your stats, you don't have to know what they are at all. So for old school number nerds, people that have been obsessively playing these games just for, like, some people play for loot, some people play because they're bored or to play with friends. I played for numbers, kind of, sometimes. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's a casino prevention thing or whatever.
I'm a
And
loot person.
right, fetish ambush. See, that sounds way cooler than it actually is.
I'm going ahead to Drown Temple. Our mission lies there.
Fetish ambush, really, guys? Like, I just don't care about these fucking abilities. Like, some of them are awesome too. Like, I got big little fucking guys from Act 3 of Diablo 2, which, by the way, it pisses me off when they're there, but I appreciate it at least. And I don't know. This is like the first time I can think of a game like this where I've been worried that it just constantly feels like I'm doing it wrong because it never clicks. It never comes together, and it's like, I mean, little pieces do, like, oh, okay, I spirit walk, buff, blah, 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 do this, this, this. But it's never like, all right, all of these come together and they all make sense. Like, that kind of thing I see working really easily for the Barbarian, and I understand that a class like this can be hard, but really? Sorry, I was rambling. When am I supposed to go?
We're doing stuff in town, I think, but I gotta sell stuff and whatnot.
Do you want to continue to Act 4? I see you've been playing for 45 minutes. Would you like me to teleport you directly to Diablo?
If only.
Right. At which point you will save the world.
As the witch doctor should.
Right. With the spiders. Okay. What was that? Oh, it's you.
Alright, 2 more pages of blacksmithing and I can upgrade my dude.
What is it about this town that doesn't feel safe?
Well, the fact that it's Tristram and they keep rebuilding the town by a place that's got a direct portal to hell.
Isn't it all built on top of an Indian burial ground, too?
Yeah, pretty much.
Like, that's the
I need to go...
original game's primary... Huh.
I gotta go play with some rocks real quick to the jeweler, who's all the way on the other side of the game.
Town's primary, like, feature is that it's been rebuilt 100 times because, like, what is it? First it was, like, 4 or 5 years, and then now it's been 12 years. A bunch of skeletons that look the same show up, and somebody drops a leg body part or something.
Yeah, you'd think they'd learn their lesson and just kind of, like, relocate. I mean...
Move. I mean, I don't mean...
It's like those rednecks when a tornado's coming. I've been here for 6 years. I refuse to move. I don't let no Durbelo demon gonna tell me to leave.
Right. See, this is why I say that Carl Pilkington is not so senseless after all, eh? Because he should just be like, move. Why don't you move? That's the whole idea. Move the town.
My goods are without
I mean, it doesn't even look anything like it did before, so obviously it doesn't matter that it's in this exact spot.
I've connected them from all parts of
Or
this
is
world.
that wrong? I don't know. I mean, I'm just saying, this guy's equipment can also eat a bag of dicks. Honestly, straight up. I mean,
I was thinking.
there's enough garbage constantly flapping in our face. We don't need to have them on the
No one
merchant
round
too.
here
Just put cool
appreciates
shit on
the
here.
work
I mean, I'm not asking for anything
Why we
special,
must
but
buy west. It's not
I have
easy.
the only time the merchant is useful is if you find a merchant in a dungeon, they have one rare item, and
oh yeah. Here's an intense question for you. If the loot's instanced, why isn't it all class specific?
makes sense. Because they want to get so everyone shows their stuff to friends and whatnot.
I actually know the answer to that question. The reason the loot in Diablo 3, the instanced loot, is not class specific, it was two parts. Part one is real money auction house. Part two, because yes, when we were fucking raiding Molten Core, we were getting paladin drops as the Horde.
Yeah, that
I need
was
to go across the
retarded.
water
I will take you, but beware.
Let's go across the water
They're destroying the town.
to Tristram Part 6, which is called Wortham. Which looks, I don't know, definitely nothing like Stratholme while I'm lagging out all over the place. Ooh, nice warp. Look at that. There's a book sitting here that I can't pick up because I am stuck. Nice and accurate. Look at that, and I'm not even doing my ability. I'm swinging the knife. That's how lagged out I am right now.
Yeah, your character's completely not moving on my screen.
Oh, great. Thanks a lot, fellas. I wanted to pick up this book, though. Hello, Fadiman. Really? I mean, is it totally... Yeah, there we go. It all fell into place right there. Jesus Christ. I mean, if that happened in Stratholme, everybody would be fucking dead, and we would have just wasted 20 minutes running back.
Yeah.
Seriously. I mean, that shit...
Yeah, if this is on hell difficulty, or God forbid a later act in the game where stuff's actually hard.
You know why it's arrogant to take LAN out is because guess what? My fucking LAN is faster than your shitty whatever the hell is going on here.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just not as good of a network. It's not the optimal experience for your customers. And I'm sure you haven't heard that enough lately, so I just thought I'd
That's
throw
the
my hat
only
on the
thing
pile.
people aren't afraid to criticize, but...
Right? They can't fucking work up the sack to give it a fucking 4, but they're gonna fucking say, "Oh, well, you should have gotten rid of that big, obvious DRM that we've all been railing and banging our heads against for the past 5 years." I mean, The Witcher 2, come on. Learn the lessons. StarCraft
Well, it's
2.
immediately, their whole thing for wanting it DRM, yeah, you can't play it online anymore, but you can pirate the game, and there's just an,
Just
people
play it
just, yeah,
by
people
yourself?
yeah, you can pirate the game.
Or
and
play on
it by
cracked
yourself.
servers?
Yeah, or they have it to where they just have a Blizzard server emulator.
Right.
And guess
Yeah.
what? No lag when you play by yourself. So
Yeah, and it's definitely...
if you want to play this game without lag, you have to fucking pirate it. And
Well, it's definitely something Blizzard is new to, because I don't remember at all playing World of Warcraft on a cracked server before the open beta.
yeah,
So I'm sure it's a new issue they haven't dealt with since 2005 or anything. It's not the real problem. They lied about it.
yeah.
And I know that's kind of harsh, but I'm fucking tired of everybody lying about it. And another thing, don't fuck with my fucking platform. That's... They're going to get rid of dedicated servers and first-person shooters. I can't play a game called Gotham City Imposters on my computer because there aren't any fucking games in the horse shit lobby system that isn't cross-platform with the Xbox lobby system where people play just fine. If it's not prime time, I can't play the game because
Yeah.
there's no dedicated servers. That's a problem enough. That's enough of a fuck-up to where you shouldn't even... If somebody mentions that you're going to take away the ability to have a dedicated server, they need to be kicked the fuck out of the boardroom through the window. Now, if they tell you you can't play on a LAN, you should lynch them in front of their fucking fellow employees. Oh, guys, I think this game is going to get pirated. We should throw some DRM in there just to make sure it's safe and stuff to protect our fucking property. Can we please string this feller up?
Hang on.
I mean, it's not... It's not...
people messaging me. Sorry.
Oh, yeah.
It is not here.
Fancy.
See, now I'm wondering, I wonder how long it's going to be so you can get, with the social thing to where you can add your fucking, like, Facebook list in this game.
Right, yeah. Please
I'm
tell us
totally
your
expecting
Gmail
that.
contacts.
I'm totally expecting that.
Give us your Gmail contacts and we'll tell you who else that you should have already probably talked to is playing this game.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I get so fucking tired of telling people, like, yo, hey, you want to just tell me your fucking whatever name? Because, damn, this is getting old. What is all this then? The end of the Herodrum. Spoiler alert! This is a nasty spoiler.
This is the worst cutscene in the entire
This is the
game.
worst spoiler in the whole fucking series and one of the biggest mistakes I believe they've made. And it's not that I have a problem with killing off characters. I just think that you don't got a whole lot going for you here. There's nothing with depth except for this guy. So the least of all things that are in your interest is to make him suddenly disappear. Because guess what's going to be fucking left?
Yeah. Well, just as you said that, the camera cuts to Super Saiyan right there.
Your rage is overwhelming, Duriel. You win this round.
Yeah, okay. Now, okay, after... How old is he? How old is he supposed to be? Like 500 million years old or whatever? He's the only guy in the world that knows the story of you, Andre Cube, and... What are they, one-shot him?
She gives up because the bitch killed, like, 4 of the cultists, and she could have just grabbed the sword right there, beat the shit out of everyone, and left.
You know
But
what's...
no.
Side question here. Why are we in motherfucking... It's like 2 feet from the Undercity here. Look at the shelves and shit. But, I mean, honestly... Why? Just, I mean, I understand the idea of moving on. I understand... Is it... Are we admitting that we made a mistake by getting rid of the ability to identify items?
Or maybe he's going to come... Oh, I just figured out.
Oh, there we go. Diablo 4.
They're going to bring him back in the next expansion, and he's going to be an enemy.
Half-Life
I fucking
3,
guarantee
Episode
you.
4, Diablo 3, What a Twist, M. Night Shyamalan Special Edition featuring...
I guarantee you're going to fight some incarnation of Deckard Cain in
3 hours of additional outtakes from Peter Jackson, who was not involved. I need 1 blacksmith page. I don't have enough. Yeah, I do. Anyway, next. What's next? Enter the caverns of Aranie above Wortham. Okay. Look, okay, there's a problem with content tourism, okay? We're the problem is supposed to be first-person shooters on rails, okay? When I start playing Call of Duty, Modern Warfare, fucking whatever, 3, we're talking about 3. 2 is good. Call of Duty 4 is good. Modern Warfare 3 is a disaster. Black Ops is a disaster. World at War is a disaster. But they've gotten refined to this point where it's you're on a track. You're doing a roller coaster, but there's no ups and downs. It's just like it's like riding a tram through like a really pretty but boring town. Hey guys, check out these undead to your left. They can attack in great numbers sometimes. It's like that's the level of danger, is they're just sort of explaining it to you. It's about as dangerous as like a Universal Studios tour. The Wortham Bluffs, where we will definitely most certainly die. It's pretty. It's pretty, whatever. The music's good too. I just, turn it off because I...
Well, by default, it's so fucking loud.
Oh,
when
yeah.
I first opened this game.
So classic Diablo 2.
The first time I opened the game, it's all ba-da-da-ba-da-da, Diablo.
Yeah, what the fuck is with everything having a fucking Transformers / Battlestar Galactica soundtrack now? Can we please get back to John Williams before the fucking world caves in? Is it too much to ask?
My queen sings.
I don't know.
Her music echoes.
And I like how that hermit is just a palette swap of Deckard Cain.
Yeah, also we'll never see him again or ever hear about him, and it's of no consequence. Carries no weight. There's no depth.
He was only the one consistent thing in this franchise, and I said it's like you said earlier. It's moving on and stuff. They could have done it in a better way.
Right. The one consistent thing now is the fucking barbarian, who isn't consistent because he looks different every time. And
well, Blizzard said he is the same one from the second game. He just lost all of his levels somewhere.
Right, and got those clown shoes.
Kind of like in Nintendo with Metroid, how at the beginning of every game you had all your shit from the past game, and then Samus would trip and fall down, and they'd all like fall down a sewer grate or something.
He definitely got those clown shoes from Bale. Earlier I meant to say Duriel, and also fuck that guy.
What, you mean that one really hard boss?
The Freezy one in the
Yeah,
temple.
he was the last really hard boss in this game.
Well, I mean, Mephisto is not easy with a bunch of people.
Well, yeah, Diablo is no joke when you're alone. And,
Well, Diablo's no joke with 4 people on, like, whatever, too. There's another book I missed before.
I used to be one of them, ordinary, untouched, until your voice came to me.
I don't know, I mean,
I must kill the one who threatens my
so
mistress.
conflicting. So much strife.
I think it was we bought into the hype and we were expecting.
No, okay, honestly, here's what happened. I didn't get StarCraft 2 because of the fucking DRM. So guess what I was not happy about? Like, I straight up was like, fuck you, I'm not buying StarCraft 2 for 60 bucks just to get manhammered by fucking Koreans all day. It's not gonna happen. I'll wait until they can get back into their right mindset and work out that land shit and get over these ancient fucking Activision-fueled philosophies and move back to actually giving a shit about their customers, you know, like their fucking customer liaisons have to pretend to do. Yeah, that kind of fun stuff.
But they already have our money, so it's okay.
No, it's cool. We'll totally get the last 25% of the game at some point. I'm sure they'll... Because, hey, EA caved and redid the end of Mass Effect, right? So that means Activision's got to fucking show up to that party. Hey, Blizzard, cave. Redo the ending to Diablo 3.
Like, make Diablo hard. Like, fuck.
Well, yeah, fix the encounter, but I mean the ending, too.
Well, the fact that
I don't even mind the fight.
Sets the difficulty of 2 people. You're not a burst damage class. I disconnected. You should not have been able to kill him. Actually,
I kind of wasn't. I mean, it was really close. Like it took almost
if that's
20
what it
minutes
takes to make the last boss hard.
Yeah, for it to get 2 people in the game. Well, I mean, didn't you ever play Diablo 2 where you had somebody like join and just sit there in town?
Yeah.
You know, I mean, it was like that. But I mean, it was. I mean, I didn't have the skills yet. I didn't have all my abilities.
And I mean, at the very least, he's the last boss in the game. Oh.
But my foes lose strength.
Bixby accidentally came in the game and left.
Yeah, what's with the...
Oh, we said a witch doctor. He left a witch doctor dagger for you at the town portal.
Aw, that's so nice.
See, and that's the sad thing. That's kind of one of the cool things from this game, is how you can just pop in and
Is it gonna disappear? He takes
I'll go get
care
it
of
for
me.
you. I'll BRB, as they say.
Let me just send my dog back to get it. Oh, dude, you can get like a wicked, like fucking in Torchlight 2. You can get like this weird, like wyvern ostrich pet.
Oh, dude.
It's. Oh, I see. That's a lot of holy damage. Oh, mine is much better. Actually, with the socket.
And he came all the way in your game to give you that.
Hold up, we gotta do a little bit of math here. Right now, my damage is 666.
Nice.
And 3-3. And a third. 666 and a third. So I'm gonna split the perfect ruby out there. This is all the This is the shit I cut out of the video earlier, like all the administrative and bureaucratic work we have to do between the levels, because that's another thing they added that no one's putting in their reviews, that you have to fucking do all kinds of paperwork. No, not really, but okay. Holy shit. Okay, so the old knife without the gem, $4.99. New knife, $6.22.
Jesus.
New knife with the gem, $7.83.
My God.
How does that even make any fucking sense? Like the difference in ability is it's the if you were to graph your damage like over time, it just like it looks like a fucking stairwell. Like a sawtooth pattern to like your slow progression, which is like jagged and spiky, because you don't get to pick your own skills, so there's no subtlety. Your stats, I mean, you know, I mean, you get to pick the skills a little bit. I know, and I know they're trying to go for something new, which is the shittiest excuse. Stop making that excuse for Blizzard.
He needs more time. The spirits aid me.
I'm dying.
Oh shit, where are you? Come
I
back.
mean, everything died, but I also was dying.
Hang on, I can fix
Help
you.
returns to
Never mind, they dropped a bunch of clones. Jugs. Whatever we're playing. I mean, I can heal myself. It just takes 15 seconds or whatever.
Mine's instant.
But these are not my spiders. Okay, so basically the whole time we had to take a break because you had to go, and my hard drive's filled up because I don't know if anybody knows, but my computer that I have a new computer because mine busted around Christmas, and the new computer. It's like a symbol of the future because the thing is fucking literally, it's just Voltron, but like every piece is a fucking hard drive.
Nice.
So what we've got here is 1080p HG RGB lossless video for no fucking reason, because remember, YouTube compresses it to fucking pointlessness. So there's no reason to have like full Blu-ray quality recordings because they're just gonna compress them, right?
Yeah, it's gonna look like
So,
shit on YouTube.
I'm wasting my time at like on an epic scale.
That's good. It builds character.
Right. I mean, you know, well, let me tell you about chest hair. There ain't any. But anyway, we were looking through the spider cavern before we had to go and get me all shit-faced, and you had to drive across town or whatever weird drug running you were doing. And now all that's over. We're past it, and we're just looking for this spider bitch because.
And the dungeon completely reset.
Right, and for some reason, beer apparently is like a fucking whatever the opposite of an antihistamine is.
Yeah.
That's beer.
Yeah, beer.
So I apologize at asthma, and then also fuck off and die. I know that I have a breathing problem. I'm fixing it. I'm active. I'm walking 9 miles a day. I'm following the exact diet and agenda that my grandpa followed after he had 19 heart attacks in 1983.
Jesus Christ.
And it works exactly the same. It's perfect. I'm gonna get super fucking healthy and oh shit!
What was the oh shit for?
There were spiders and they weren't mine, and I was like, I don't know what to do because. Okay, it's just it's sort of a. I know it was like just oh shit, but like this is a complicated like domino effect type thought process series behind this that involves. It's sort of like okay, there's, oh fuck, there's spiders, all right, but I can't control them, all right. So what happens? What does that mean? Why can I control some of the spiders and not the other ones? Okay, so and what follows, this is sort of a slippery slope. Once we come to the conclusion that I can't control some spiders, how am I supposed to trust that the spiders I can control are always going to be controllable? You know what I mean? It's bullshit.
Yeah, that you can never trust a spider, you know, that's what they say.
Complete horse shit.
Just remember what your mother told you.
So guess what? Don't give one of your main fucking character classes a main fucking ability that's dumping your enemies out on the field. That doesn't make any sense. Like, I mean, why? I understand the Necromancer. He had all kinds of weird, hardcore shit that was very different from everything after Act 1. Because Act 1 is all undead, whatever. It's a tradition, right? So, you know, when he summons, like, 2 skeletons, it's Act 1. Who cares? It's like 2 skeletons. They just blend in. It's like, whatever. I'm the Necromancer. Right, but
But in this game, you have the same enemies to fight from start to finish.
But this is the part where, I mean, I'm gonna put on the spiders just because I want to watch them jump around, and
it'll completely confuse me by trying to attack the wrong thing.
right. So we're in a spider cave. There are bad spiders, and we are now summoning good spiders. That is the same motherfucking model.
It's just colored differently, and yours even have the malevolent black, so I'm actually more inclined to attack them.
Right, exactly. But I don't get it. I mean, 12 years, did they spend the weekend watching Grandma's Boy? Did you guys learn about that palette swap that way? I'm down, it's cool, whatever. Here's my problem, though. Why is my main attack? It's no different than throwing... Or no, okay, so my main attack is indistinguishable from monsters that actually are attacking us. Now, I mean, friendly fire is like one stupid thing, but... I just don't understand, like, this was... I didn't really talk about it the first time through, but this was a serious fucking problem for me. Like, I like the Witch Doctor. I really appreciate the mechanics. I think it's weird. It's crazy. I like the idea of taking the Necromancer and then pretending that actually 10 years of evolution or some bullshit fucking melted your fucking brain so you can't think anymore, and then turning it into a fucking NPC from Act 3 of the game 12 years ago. But anyway, I appreciate that shit. Let me summon a fucking swarm of fetishes. Give me an ability to resurrect them. I don't give a fuck. But you know what I mean? Go gung-ho. This shit's like a fucking brainstorming session. The goddamn skill page looks like a whiteboard where they were just writing down whatever the hell they could come up with that they can associate loosely in their brains with the idea of voodoo. I'm sorry, is that too much? Is that racist?
No. I still don't understand how you're supposed to help heaven, but you're drawing on the power of voodoo.
We'll get there. I'm sure it'll explain it on at least hell difficulty. Look, another deal. Why does... never mind. Okay, so Soul Siphon is this insane buff, which gives me, like, a fuck ton of damage. Like, just this huge buff. It, like, doubles how much damage I do, right? Like, it's necessary to be useful. So, okay, there's a rune for it that makes it heal. So then it heals me to where I'm unkillable every 15 seconds. What? I don't... the cohesion. Shut up. Flavor text. Eat a bag of dicks. I honestly, I really appreciate the flavor text in this game. I think the voice work was well done for once. Yeah, because it's not that Blizzard has a bad track record for voice work. It's just that they have embraced
It's not the voice work itself. It's what the voices are saying. Well,
the writing is terrible. That's straight up. That's easy.
Blizzard's been like that from day one.
But, well, yeah, the writing was always... They specialize in making it fun, not making it original. They're taking somebody else's idea and running with it in a good way. Whatever. But that's fine. The problem I'm having with this voice work is, well, the writing is bad, sure, but the... I don't know. I kind of forgot what I was saying.
There's a blue spider over there. I'm gonna kill it.
Yeah, the spiders are much more fun because you get tons of damage spam than the firebombs, but the firebombs bounce. That's awesome. I don't know.